Alright team, welcome back. In our last session, we got the first lines ashore and began the process of bringing the vessel alongside the berth. Now, we're in the final, critical stage, securing the ship properly. This is where precision and teamwork really shine. Let's get into it. The ship is now alongside, and the initial lines are holding her in position. But we're not done yet. The real work of securing begins now. The first step is to adjust all the mooring lines to their final, correct tension. This isn't about making them as tight as humanly possible. In fact, that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Over-tensioning a line puts immense strain on the rope, the winch, and the fair lead. It dramatically increases the risk of the line parting, which is a catastrophic failure we must avoid at all costs. So, how do we get it right? It's a balancing act. The goal is to have all the lines sharing the load as evenly as possible. Think of it like a team of horses pulling a cart. If one horse is pulling much harder than the others, it will get exhausted quickly and the whole team becomes inefficient. Similarly, if one mooring line is taking all the strain, it's far more likely to fail. The process starts by heaving in any remaining slack on all the mooring lines. As you bring them under tension, you need to constantly observe them. Look at the angle of each line, feel the tension. A well-trained seafarer develops a feel for this. The lines should be taut, but not stretched to their limit. You should see a slight, gentle catenary. That's the curve the rope makes under its own weight, but it shouldn't be sagging excessively. Work systematically. Let's say you're on the forward station. You have your head lines, breast line, and forward spring lines. The officer in charge will direct the winch operators. Heave on number to headline ... easy ... easy. That's good. Hold it there. Then, slack a little on number 1. Okay. Now heave on the spring line. It's a constant, careful adjustment. You're moving from one winch to the next, ensuring that as you tension one line, you're not inadvertently putting too much slack or too much load on another. Communication is absolutely key here. The winch operator needs to listen carefully to the officer's commands and respond precisely. The officer, in turn, is watching all the lines as a complete system, making sure they work together in harmony to hold the vessel securely against the forces of wind, current, and tide. Once all the lines are tensioned correctly and the load is distributed evenly, the next crucial step is to secure the winches. The primary method is applying the winch brake. This needs to be done firmly. A properly applied brake will hold the drum and prevent the line from paying out. But in many situations, especially if you're expecting heavy weather or strong currents, the brake alone is not enough. This is where we use additional rope stoppers. A rope stopper is a short length of rope or a specially designed device that is attached to the mooring line and then secured to a strong point on the deck, like a bit. This takes a significant portion of the load off the winch drum and brake mechanism. It acts as a backup and an additional layer of security. Applying a stopper correctly is a skill in itself. It must be done while the line is under tension from the winch, so that when the winch brake is slightly eased, the load transfers smoothly to the stopper. Once the stopper is holding the load, the winch brake is reapplied firmly. Now you have two layers of protection holding that line fast. With all lines tensioned and secured, you might think you can finally relax. Not yet. One of the most important safety checks must be performed again, right now. We need to recheck the snapback zones. Remember, these are the dangerous areas where a line could whip back with lethal force if it parts. Now that the lines are under their final operational tension, the shape and size of these zones might have changed slightly. Everyone on deck must be reminded to stay clear of these marked areas. No shortcuts, no exceptions. Complacency is the enemy of safety. Always assume a line could part and position yourself accordingly. Your life and the lives of your crewmates depend on it. Now for a bit of housekeeping that is also a critical safety measure. What do we do with the heating lines? These are the light lines we used earlier to get the main mooring ropes ashore. Right now, they might be coiled up or lying loosely on deck near the winches. This is a major tripping hazard. Imagine trying to respond to an emergency and tripping over a loose heaving line. It's an accident waiting to happen. So, once the mooring operation is complete, all heaving lines must be properly coiled and stowed away in their designated boxes or storage locations. A tidy deck is a safe deck. It ensures clear walkways and prevents trips and falls, which are some of the most common injuries on board. Okay, the lines are tensioned, The winches are secure, stoppers are on, snapback zones are clear, and the deck is tidy. The officer in charge on the forward and aft stations has done a final visual inspection. Everything looks good. They are confident that the vessel is held securely in place. What happens next? The final step in the chain of command is to report to the master or the pilot on the bridge. The officer on the forward station will pick up the radio or telephone and make the call. Bridge, this is forecastle. Forward station is all fast. A similar call will come from the aft station. Bridge, this is poop deck. Aft station is all fast. The term all fast is the official confirmation. It means that all mooring lines are deployed, tensioned, and secured as required. It signals the completion of the mooring operation. Once the master receives the all fast report from both the forward and aft stations, they know the vessel is secure. They can then inform the pilot, who can subsequently dismiss the tugboats and inform the port authorities that the operation is complete. The engine can be run off to finished with engines, and the port operations, like connecting the gangway and preparing for cargo, can begin. And that completes the process of securing the vessel at the berth, from carefully adjusting tension to ensure an even load, to securing the winch brakes and applying stoppers, rechecking snapback zones, stowing heaving lines, and finally reporting all fast. Every single step is vital for the safety of the crew, the vessel, and the port. It's a process that requires skill, diligence, and excellent teamwork. Thank you so much for joining me for this detailed look at mooring operations. I hope you found it informative and useful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on seamanship and life at sea. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Stay safe out there, and see you next time.